The Red Army encircles the Reichstag, the parliament building and final stronghold of the fascist Reich. In the surrounding streets, we choke the life from those who will still dare to defend it. It is an honor and a privilege to play a part in this glorious battle. When our flag flies over the city, our enemies' defeat and humiliation will be beyond question. Our vengeance will be complete. You will be okay. Do you hear me? They flooded their own metro in an effort to kill us, Dmitri. But once again, they failed. And once more, we cheat death. You will be okay. Relax for a few minutes. Breathe deeply. Which do you think will lead us home? Writing about this war or fighting it? No one will ever read this! If you lack the stomach to kill for your country, at least show me that you are willing to die for it!
Alright, welcome back to World at War, everyone. We are, kind of at the end game here.
Take the left lane and eradicate whatever scum remains in defense of each building.
Yes, course. You heard him, comrades! To the left! We are in the final hours of Berlin's downfall. We must all play our part.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the machine gun whenever I get the chance to pick up the machine gun. So, yeah, it's, once again, taking people out in Berlin now. That seemed like a bad tactical decision right there.
Keep fire on that building!
So, I'm gonna actually hold on to our trusty Russian machine, or well, SMG, for a little while here. As you can see, not the greatest bullet penetration in the world. That guy's still up there. I'm gonna go hide in this building. That's the thing about this game and the level, is that they did a nice job of putting some destruction all around the place, not just the places you can go into or need to go into. But if you're looking for specific things to pick up, you might be kind of stuck going into corners that don't really matter.
Both sides! Dmitri! With me!
I got some decent amounts of ammo for this thing still. Ooh. What? Turn off is apparently able to fly now. I think I saw something over here. Nope. That's a weird choice. We're gonna actually drop that, just to make sure I can actually have bullets going forward. Believe it or not, kind of a problem. These are some intense-ass levels. You're gonna want to have just anything with a lot of bullets to it. Well, that was an interesting explosion. The weapon I'm using now, I keep calling it the push because everyone does for some reason. And my thing with it is that it goes through ammo so fast. Even if I'm aiming down sights, it's not going to make a huge difference. But because of that, do I pick it back up? No, I'm going to leave it. It's a deployable, so who gives a fuck?
Through the window! Go! We'll have to find another way around.
But because of the quick, oops, that's friendly.
Today is the day of our glorious vengeance. For ourselves and for Mother Russia.
Okay. Here we go. This segment of the game is probably more difficult than Shuri Castle is. No joke. I would actually put it beyond Shuri Castle easily. Save for a couple of things that you can get away with here. One of them is using the game's shitty AI to break it apart. I'll show that off as best I can in a second. Come on, dude. Luckily, these guys are still... Alright, I guess we're going to drop this for a moment. So we've got positions we have to blow up. You can go plant a charge on them like that, or you can blow them up from a distance if you can find a Panzerschreck rocket launcher thing. Now the problem is that there are several Panzerschrecks through this area. Nothing wrong with that. Ow. Oh, I thought I was going to break the game's shitty AI, but I forgot about a dude who was going to shoot me forever. We're going to do that again. It's not actually this opening segment.
Today is the day of our glory.
I like how watch the sky here. Come on. There we go. That's where the checkpoint is. So, if you watch how things get like grayer as we go forward, I think it's possibly like all the dust in the air and everything, but it's a neat little effect that you don't really notice at first. Okay. So, oof. Just mowing people down here. Nothing bad, nothing new. But yeah, this can be a pretty intense little segment of the game. And it's not actually this part of it that's the big problem. It's the, well, I mean, sort of work. It's actually the segment once we get to the Reichstag building that becomes a problem. We're getting out of here. Now, the way to kind of exploit the AI in this segment is to just very quickly get through these objectives, which was why I wasn't really paying a ton of attention last time. But the AI in the game won't really catch up to you very well if you just keep moving on. So the further you get before you slow down in much ways is probably better for you. And the spawning algorithm in the game... that's a bad mistake. The enemy spawning in the game actually is basically going to support my very aggressive playstyle too, if I can get away from this stuff. But the other thing about moving forward fast is you almost have to. And the reason for that is that the game, while there is some weirdness with the spawning if you rush forward, you can't really rush forward super effectively. And so you have to take a lot of risks. And the bright side to all that is actually that the Germans here, they absorb a lot of bullets. And because of that, you constantly need new ammo. And so it's actually really smart to move forward fast. I kind of explained that poorly, but it works out, believe me. Come on. Alright, one left. Oh shit, that's on my feet. Alright. Oh, it went right through, are you kidding? Fine. Should have aimed for its feet, you know? Quake style. Alright. So we've actually gotten through that pretty quickly. And that's really good for us. Well, for me. And up here. This is one of those areas where the high ground actually makes a lot of sense. One, it's much better cover than down there. Two, there's a lot of guys on the same level, if not a little higher than you. So you're better off being up there. I don't know why I fell down. Well, let's say I jumped down on purpose, for whatever reason. But it gives you the opportunity to clear out some of these guys that'll be problems for you if you try to go forward much further. Now at this point, I don't really care about moving forward quickly or anything like that. I'm actually trying to clear out enough guys for my movement to make sense. Because these guys are kind of assholes. And there's kind of a lot of them. And to make things even better, if you will, there are guys on top of the Reichstag building. And guys in windows and all sorts of shit that are a problem here. Specifically, these guys with Panzershells who are going to be firing on me constantly. Now, the thing most people would end up doing here is they'd end up either on a roof here, or they'd end up trying to go at those staircases. Those are both terrible plans, because you can see I actually have a lot better cover, in here. It's also why I picked up the bolt action here. I was actually looking for the STG-44, which does spawn in this level fairly frequently. I'm just trying to make sure I have as many of the Panzerschecks cleared out as possible before I go anywhere here. So I am going to have to move. Those guys will keep spawning in. You're just really creating a gap for yourself. Ooh, that guy got nailed right with it. Alright. Let's try a new approach. That guy is reloading. It's one of those things, you don't actually see a lot of reloading in Call of Duty games from enemies. In fact, in this game there are occasionally moments where they have to reload. Let's see. Thanks, Reznov. Okay. Thought that guy was dead. You can see I'm actually running low on ammo a little bit here. Getting shot a lot. Usually I try to approach this one from the left side. I don't know why, it just seems to work a lot better for me. The right side does have this nice car here. And because it's already blowed up, I can use it as good cover, but it kind of becomes less important in a moment, you'll see. You gotta clear out guys on both sides. Then there's a guy up there behind these sandbags. I can't hit him to save my life. There he goes. And there's an STG down here somewhere. Get off of that fucking roof. Okay. The really smart move here is to actually force your guys to move up with you. And once they're doing that, you can actually kind of reliably gun down people because they'll not be facing you the entire time. And now, the... Ugh. Good guy. Oh, Chernov died.
Dmitri! Someone should read this. Move inside! This is what you came here for! Kill them all! Bound them to die!
Hold on. That semi-auto and everything. Alright, so Chernov just died, as you may have noticed. We're actually going to do the next level too.
Path towards our glorious victory has been a journey of blood. and brutality. All of it has been necessary. When the flag of our motherland flies atop the Reichstag, all of Berlin will know that the evil of the fascist Reich has been wiped from the face of the earth.
April 30th, 1945. When he first spoke of Dmitri, Reznov told tales of a hero. Someone we should all aspire to be like. At times, I have seen him show mercy, but at others act with complete brutality. I do not understand him. Perhaps heroes need not question their actions.
Steel yourselves, men, for the final push to victory. Today we crush what remains of their fascist right. As heroes, we will return to Russia's embrace. Our land, our people, our blood.
Your motherland needs your final commitment. The SS Honor Guard defending this building will fight to their last breath, crush the last remnants of resistance, and this night our flag will fly over the city. We must not falter!
Alright, so, like I said before, oh boy, I don't want to go in this room. I know what's in this room. It is not good for me. Take this Mosin, though. Pour that grenade, there we go. This room, why can I not sprint? Is absolutely fucking violent. So, Chernov dying was kind of like one of those things that we're all supposed to feel bad about, but no one likes Chernov. So, it's just Reznov talking about what's in Chernov's diary now. Holy shit. See what I mean about this room being fucking evil? Enjoy, motherfuckers. I don't even know if I can get through these guys right now. Oh, you're kidding. I'm stupid. You can actually get nailed straight in the face with a rocket as soon as you walk into this room. This one and one other in this level, actually, are pretty bad on that. Just die, please. So, alright, let me see if I can get around here. Flanking does seem like the smartest move at the moment. Sometimes you can thin out the ranks in the main room, but I don't think you can actually ever get through there. And I was just trying to make sure I could get in here without getting shot too much. I don't know what it is. See, this is the area I was thinking about. I don't know what it is about this level, but the enemies are just absolutely on fucking point this time. And each time I've played this game, each playthrough I've done of it, I remember this being just insane. Like, these guys just do not stop hitting you. And it doesn't help that you start off with a semi-automatic and a pistol. Maybe if it was, you know, them shooting you still, you get around the corner. If they're still firing on you with, you know, bolt actions and everything, this could be a very okay thing to do. But you don't really have access to the weapons they're using for a good while, like into this room. I'm actually gonna run for it, try to grab that. Yeah, there we go. Oh jeez, they're stacked on top of each other. I thought there was some sort of weird secret weapon of World War II bullshit going on there. And we're gonna pick up the STG. There are plenty of these in the level, let me tell you. A little bit of revenge there. I don't really need to be doing that, but it's just nice to have them out of the way. Yep, that's friendly. Alright, try this. I just hit the wall above him. Without an automatic, that staircase would have probably been death. But I have an automatic. I think that guy threw a grenade. Look at all this STG ammo I have, by the way. Just crazy amounts. Yeah. So, this is an interesting level, partially because if you have played the original Call of Duty, that game actually finished the exact same way this game finishes. Which I thought was a kind of interesting thing. Because, you know, they're basically saying at this point that Treyarch has all of the things for World War II Call of Duty, and they've kind of reclaimed that, or they've claimed that era. Now, unfortunately for Treyarch, even though they did make the claim on the era by doing this whole thing, no one wanted it anymore, so who cares? But, hey. Jesus Christ, those rockets. Okay. I just shot one of our guys. So I'm clearing out these guys up here slowly with a sniper rifle, rather than facing him dead on. Because the guy with the fucking rocket launcher is just making it not fun down there. Once I find him, he's going down. There he is. Fuck off. Two of them. I'm good at video games. Alright, those guys are basically infinitely spawning, but with no rocket launcher down there, they're at quite a bit of a disadvantage. Hey, I said no rocket launcher. At this point, there we go. We were really waiting for the shift in the programming there to say, hey, the Nazis are leaving. It means you can shoot more people. And check it out, flamethrowers. Yeah, I can see why that being a... Oops, sorry, friend. You can see why flamethrowers in the single-player campaign, when you have them, don't act like that, because you'd probably be dead about 50 times over before you left the first room. And just how many times you get shot in this game is kind of nuts. If you had a one-shot item on you, you'd pretty much always die immediately. I heard another flamethrower go off. There he is. Fuck you. And I realize now, because I'm stupid, that we haven't... It's not the first time we've seen a flamethrower in this game at all. Or especially in the Russian campaign, but it's just... It's so weird that it was basically from the first Russian level to before, when Chernov got toasted, that we haven't seen a single flamethrower from the Germans. It's kind of crazy. I feel like there was probably a strategy there, or a thought on how these things would play out and how they would be used, but they just never got to it. Like, it never made enough sense to use it in other places. Even here, it doesn't make much sense. Okay, fine. Just decide you don't want to get hurt by that grenade going off of your fucking feet. Alright. Let's see, we should be able to find one over here. You have to take down the eagle. Why? That, I guess. Let's just use this thing to clear out some people first, then we'll move on. Hey, I need to get back to my STG. Go. Should be able to move on. Yeah, unhindered. Unencumbered versus unhindered. Fuck that guy.
Yuko! Get those doors open! Get them open now!
So, yeah. Destruction, everyone. I wish there was a lot more to say about the Reichstag. It's just, it reminds me, in terms of lighting and tone and decoration, of, believe it or not, the levels in Russia. 'Cause it doesn't feel like it's anywhere different. It feels like, you know, it's still in Russia. Just because the way it's organized and set up and everything. But, whatever. I think there's probably a couple of color palettes that they went with for this game, and the urban one just happens to always look the same. Because if you look at all the other urban levels that we've done so far in Germany, they all are overcast and you know, a little dark and everything like that. And the outdoor, you know, the ones in the fields are always kind of cloudy days. Where am I getting shot from? So it's an interesting couple of setups they have. And you look at the U.S. campaign, it actually does switch between cloudy days and very sunny days. Which is kind of neat and interesting to note, but it doesn't really have any effect on anything. I guess, you know, the feeling, the theme, and all that stuff in each level does make a difference.
All these animals over the edge! Sergeant, our comrades from the rear echelon are flooding the building.
Let them feast on our scraps. We should push on to victory.
And here we go. This is the other room where you can get straight nailed in the face with a rocket first thing.
Up there! On the balcony!
And so I suggest being very careful in here. So yeah, it's between that dude being able to nail you first thing, and then the guy behind this machine gun. That should cut him down. Oddly enough, I don't think anyone spawns in on the right side, which is always interesting to me, because fuck, I'm dead. How am I not dead? I need to get into that little doorway on the left there those guys just came from, if I want to get out of here alive. Spawning. Alright, here we go. Might be able to do this. How did that not kill you? Alright. We're in a good spot though. Believe it or not. Real quick. We run back into the Nazi closet. Got him. Okay. I always think there's something in the Nazi closet. Oh good, Reznov threw it back. So what I want to do, and what I can do here, are two very different things. What I want to do is get into this area right here. The problem is that almost directly above me is a guy with a Panzer shell. These guys shooting me right now, not as big a problem. Oh, he's dead already. Perfect. Alright, usually he's going to be firing rockets down on you the second you come out, or throwing grenades at you. Not good, but the other guy is right up there, and he's easy enough. out of ammo. There we go. And,
Keep them away from the flag bearer!
that does it. We basically got through the hardest section of the game almost with one shot. Pretty okay with that. Oh, that's the flag bearer. Hold F to pay respects at the flag.
Yeah, advance for the flag! Claim our victory!
Doing the Lord's work. And wait for it. Of course.
You can make it, my friend. You always survive.
The honor should be yours.
Yeah, so we'll go plant the flag on top of the Reichstag and finish the game. Hold F to pay your respects. Of course, that's not how the picture turns out, but whatever.
As long as you live. The heart of this army can never be broken.
Things will change, my friend. As heroes, we will return to Russia's embrace.
This is solemn. General Eisenhower informs me that the forces of Germany have surrendered to the United Nations. The victory won in the West must now be won in the East.
We are gathered here, representatives of the major warring powers, to conclude a solemn agreement whereby peace may be restored. It is my earnest hope, and indeed the hope of all mankind, that from this solemn occasion a better world shall emerge out of the blood and carnage of the past. A world founded upon faith and understanding. Give man and the fulfillment of his most cherished wish for freedom, tolerance, and justice.
Okay, well, that is Call of Duty World at War. I'm actually not going to touch zombies because don't like zombies very much. By very much, I mean at all. Normally, this is the game that introduced zombies, and you got access to it by beating the campaign. And I just never really played it, and then when it became such a huge thing in Black Ops, I played it like maybe twice, and I recorded the second time. Black Ops 2, I never even touched it in Black Ops 2, and I refused to touch it in Black Ops 3. So, whatever right there. But, thank you for joining me on this. I had a good time doing this, and of course, in doing the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer videos that went along with it. Because this game's a completely broken mess in terms of multiplayer, which is too bad. Because it could... I think that Call of Duty games had a really good potential for a long time to take the Halo mold of things, where they had multiplayer throughout the series, either split screen or online, and just kind of apply it in there, have people come in, play the game a bit. If they just opened up the levels a bit more, and instead of doing a lot of corridor searching and everything like that, and you know, the things like the special ops missions in Modern Warfare 2 kind of prove that you can do a really interesting set of co-op missions in these games. But unfortunately, I feel like they kind of just lost their way on this. And when I say they, I mean Activision and the Call of Duty developers. After it worked out fairly well here, I think people who played it said it was okay-ish. You know, design the games a little bit more based on the idea that you have multiple people walking through it, and it won't be so bad. But instead, they really went with the zombies and extinction, other modes being the co-op versions of the game, focusing on multiplayer and doing some stuff with single player. Treyarch has of course brought back multiplayer co-op for the campaign in Black Ops 3, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I'm going to try to get some people in for that, because I will do Black Ops 3 at some point. I really should probably beat the game first, but what I've played so far has been disappointing in a lot of ways, and we'll talk about that because it's an interesting case study of the game trying to do something, or the franchise trying to put a really unique, interesting spin on the storyline and the character abilities where it is now, and kind of failing in a lot of ways. But we'll, like I said, talk about that when we get to it. But thank you for watching, and well, hope to see you for whatever comes next.